Hello, you beautiful people. My name is Davi. I'm joined by Abe and Charlie. Welcome back to another Redox trailer reaction. For our viewers and listeners, we hope you guys are doing well. Today, we're going to be reacting to the Napoleon trailer directed by Ridley Scott, one of the GOATs in the industry. Before we get to this reaction real quick, Abe and Charlie, how y'all doing?
We're suffering. There's no AC in the office right now. We have a portable one over there, but we can't turn it on because it's going to make too much noise for the video. So we're suffering under the heat of the lights. And
for you.
Yeah, for you.
Hope you're enjoying the suffering.
So you better leave a like and you better subscribe.
And you better comment as well.
Because we're sweating our butts off.
And it's like 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So it's horrible. Fine. Let's just watch this trailer.
Yeah, let's get right into it. Directed by Ridley Scott, starring Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
And it's also an Apple TV movie as well, with
I
Sony distributing it into theaters.
Oh, I bet. Okay.
Very interesting.
Do we know how much of a release it's getting? Like,
I think it's getting a pretty, like, I want to say 40-day theatrical window.
Oh, that's good.
And I think I read that it's actually going to IMAX. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I think it's going to IMAX, which,
I wouldn't
if
be
that
surprised.
happens, I'm going to be excited. But I'm pretty sure it is.
Ready? All right,
yes, we're ready.
Why do they do that?
I don't like that too. I agree.
No doubt you'll send the chaos in the streets. We must make an example, or France will fall. What would you do if this assignment of defense was transferred to you?
I promise you brilliant successes.
Nah, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my gosh.
What is this costume you have?
This is
Is,
my uniform.
Is Joaquin Phoenix relatively short?
Yeah.
He is? Okay. I was going to say, if not, then they are doing a good job of making him kind of look short.
Napoleon.
As the course of my life just changed. Napoleon.
Wow.
I'm destined.
Gross. In Egypt?
But those in power will only see me as a sword.
The scale is nuts.
Holy crap.
Shall we vote?
Oh, Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby, yeah.
This vermin has held the world hostage with his egotism and his lack of simple good manners.
What was happening there?
You think you're great. You are just a tiny little brute that is nothing without me.
Europe is uniting forces against me.
What's the outcome of this if you don't succeed?
Your Majesty, we are discovered. Good.
It's a trap!
I'm the first to admit when I make a mistake. I simply never do.
Oh, shoot, experience in IMAX. So it is
Oh,
going.
wow. So it is going to be.
I'm not surprised based on what this is about and how it's like you were mentioning the scale of it and how it's going to be like a lot of war scenes and a lot of battle.
Yeah.
Like it makes sense to be in IMAX.
It definitely makes sense. I agree. This is, man, after seeing this, I got some high hopes for it. And obviously it's Ridley Scott. Even if he's had some misses, but most of his movies have been really good. The man is, oh my gosh, the amount of movies.
What have his misses been?
His misses has been, let me.
What's the latest thing he did?
He did The Last Duel.
The Last Duel, yeah, that was great.
And he did House of
so
Gucci.
Okay,
which
yeah,
I thought was okay.
Was
yeah.
the miss.
Yeah.
House of Gucci was the miss.
So-
House of Gucci?
House of Gucci, yeah.
Oh.
House of Gucci. He
was
did
the
House
miss.
of Gucci and
House of Gucci was the one with Lady Gaga and Adam
oh,
Driver.
I want to say Prometheus. It's the sequel to the Alien.
Yeah. House of Gucci was like there were some people that liked the movie, but I think the general consensus in like the film world was that it wasn't great. I have a lot of questions about this movie. First of all, just off the trailer, Academy Award contender. Just looks like one of those.
Yeah, you think it's an Oscar bait?
It is Oscar bait because it's a biopic,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, really well done biopic with a list actor headlining it. So yeah, it's really good. I also want to know Napoleon was French, correct?
Yes.
Doesn't
I
seem
want
like
to
they're going on the French accents or anything like that.
no, and also they're not using a French person. I know there's been a lot of that in the recently, like using people that are actually of like the nationality and whatever. So I'm curious how it's going to be perceived
That's a
for
good
Joaquin
question.
playing, a French conqueror or so. But I mean, he's more than capable of the role. 100%. I'm curious what people's opinions on it are.
Would you necessarily think that this movie should have been in the language of French?
No, I wouldn't say that it needs to be in the language, but Napoleon being played by a
French actor.
French actor.
maybe. But I don't know. I don't know how people feel about that.
I'm not sold by this trailer.
We're not sold.
I'm kind of underwhelmed, and I'm going to
Really?
explain to you why. Yeah.
Go for it.
The action of it seems like really high quality, and it seems like a very IMAX type movie. But when I see Joaquin Phoenix in a film, like, I'm thinking character study, and I'm thinking like this character really needs to shine, and I don't feel like I got much of that in this. I feel like the character was overshadowed by everything that was happening around it. But this is just the trailer. Trailers can be misleading. Trailers, maybe aren't showing the full thing, and maybe there's a lot more that's going to, happen, and they're going to dive deep into the character. I did like the one element I really did like, and I'm not a historian or a history buff to know who exactly the characters are, but I like the element of the female counterpart being like, you're just a small little man, and without me you're nothing. Like, that is a part I'm like, okay, this is intriguing me in terms of the characters.
That dynamic he's gonna have with Vanessa Kirby's character.
Yes, that to me is interesting. But for me, like, when I think about Napoleon, I've always been intrigued by the psyche. I've always been intrigued by the person, because I think of conquerors, I think of narcissists, I think of people who, and you saw a little bit of that narcissism is in there, but I don't know. I feel like the trailer really relied on the action and like a buildup of what was going on, but maybe that's what you need to bring audience to the theaters these days.
I think marketing wise, this was the right direction that they took it. But the stuff that we've learned at school about Napoleon, we knew that he was tapped in the head.
Yeah.
He was crazy.
Right.
And getting Joaquin Phoenix to play him, and then you're talking about the whole psyche and all that, I think makes sense now, what you're saying. So I do believe that they're going to tap into it. I
hope
could
they
be
do.
wrong. I hope I could be wrong, but I hope Ridley Scott dives into that, because I think that's a huge reason as to why a lot of people read up on Napoleon, why a lot of people study Napoleon, is because of his actions and how he reacted to stuff and how he moved. So
They picked the, someone who can play that very well. That's for sure. Just look at what he did in Joker.
yes,
I
I mean,
posters
look
right
what he
behind
did in Beau's Afraid.
Yeah, but these are a little bit different in terms, like, this is a different character, I feel like, because Napoleon is like a full narcissist. And
Yes.
and the characters that we've seen Joaquin play, or at least the recent ones to memory, and I could be wrong about this, but the recent ones are more like the psyche is tested in a way that's, you think the person potentially could have some sort of insanity.
Have you seen him in Gladiator?
I have not seen him in Gladiator.
Okay, yeah, he's really good in Gladiator.
Okay. Then maybe I need to watch Gladiator for some reference.
So that's also directed by Ridley Scott.
Okay.
So it makes sense as to why Ridley Scott is casting him again.
Okay. Okay, maybe I'm hating. Maybe I'm being a hater.
Maybe just a little.
and that's okay.
Yeah, but I think the way that they did the trailer makes sense, because you're talking about a genre of films that I unfortunately think is going to start being obsolete in theaters.
I mean,
within
look
the
at
next
look at
decade
the
or
last
so.
duel. The last duel had insane action.
Yeah.
It had great action, right? But it was a lot of development to get there to basically the third act.
And so I
And
think
it
they're
bombed.
Yeah,
It
I think they're
absolutely
holding
bombed.
back on the character psyche stuff from the trailer itself to try to maybe just
Pull
promote the
audience
movie.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which is what my thought was, is that they're really trying to bring audience in and say, like, this is a spectacle. But when I see Joaquin Phoenix on there, I'm like, this, I want Joaquin Phoenix. Like, I want to see him be the star of the show. And obviously, like, there's more to it than just the actor. Like, look at Joker. There's many elements that made that movie incredible.
Yes.
But the star of the show is Joaquin.
Correct.
So that's just the first thing that came to mind. Damn, people are gonna roast me in the comments. I can feel it already. I can feel it already. But that's just the feeling that I have, and I feel like this is a different take on a biopic, and I'm very curious.
Are you intrigued?
I'm intrigued. I'm skeptical, but I'm intrigued. And I will watch it. I'm excited to watch it.
I think what makes me excited for this movie is that it's an IMAX biopic film. And I don't,
it's true.
Which Oppenheimer is also one. So it's like we're getting 2 already this year. So I'm really excited to see that, which is going to be dope. I don't know if this was shot on IMAX cameras, but just to be able to experience it on IMAX, I think is going to be another level. So I'm excited to see that. Wow. Whew.
Solid.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this trailer reaction. Please consider subscribing and also comment your thoughts and like this video. We love you guys and see you soon for more trailer reactions. Peace.